This post-match report is proudly brought to you by Complete Sports Management, more footy, less admin, and Stat Guru, when numbers matter.
Hi guys, Dom here from Complete Sports Management, here to wrap up the game between Fitzroy Juniors and Camberwell. I'm here with both co-coaches Dom and Tim. So Dom, I'll ask you first, what did you learn in today's game? For those of you who weren't here, Fitzroy won by 103 points. So Dom, what were your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, well, Dom, it's great firstly to meet another Dom, but more importantly though, we've learnt that we really have to restructure a few parts of the forward line and back line in particular. Midfielders too, I think we need to run a little harder in the back half. However though, we have a lot to celebrate though. I think our forwards presented well, and I think the backs should be happy with the way they performed, considering the ball coming inside 50 quite a substantial amount. So that's what I can celebrate, I think.
Tim, who did you think stood out for your players today? I thought personally Jake Purcell played a pretty good role at halfback, doing as much as he can to stop the bleeding, I suppose.
Yeah, it's tough to stand out in a 103-point loss, but probably a couple of midfielders. Sam Marati I thought did pretty well. Cooper Leon, who was playing up forward. Zach Bortolucci, he was playing in the ruck, and also I thought Benny Quint went down the back line the last quarter and showed what he can do down there. Jakey Purcell, he's missed the last 2 weeks through injury and sickness, and we probably missed a bit of his run and carry that he provides off the half-back line, and also defends really well as well. So yeah, he was definitely one of our better players today as well. Yeah,
agreed. Did you think that Fitzroy was just too overpowering for your boys, or did you think you didn't quite perform as well as you could have?
Yeah, they were a pretty strong side in that they moved the ball forward really well. We thought we could get them the other way when we get the ball and kind of expose them a bit, but we were able to do that for the first quarter, being 7 points down, and probably just said 5 minutes for the third quarter, and then the rest they just ran rampant and ran all over us. So
yeah, I'll ask the same question to you, Dom. Well, you started really well in that first quarter, but then they just pretty much ran away with you. So what were your thoughts on that? Yeah,
spot on, Dom. Look, we do have a pattern of starting really well in quarters, but I think the boys just need to learn to be a bit more consistent. But you know, Tim and I are quite fortunate enough to have a great list. It's just about consistency though. So, you know, the boys have to, dig deep and understand that even if you're sore, you really need to push hard. But, Tim and I still have a lot to look forward to this year. So we've got a great list ahead and a few games to look forward to.
Well, thanks guys. It's not easy to front up from a 103-point loss, but I thank you both for joining us. So
thanks,
thank you, Tim.
Thanks, Dom.
And thank you, Dom,
thanks, Dom.
for your time.
Thanks, mate.
Now I'm down here with the victorious coach of the day with Fitzroy, Paul. That must have been a lot easier to watch compared to last week's game, but Camberwell did have a good start, kicking the first 2 goals, and you boys definitely missed some chances early. So what were your thoughts on, say, the first 10 minutes of the game today?
Yeah, I thought the first 10 minutes, Camberwell's credit, they came out really well, and they were able to get behind some of our defenders early on, and our boys didn't quite adjust to the wind conditions. And to Camberwell's credit, as I said, they got behind us there a couple of times, and which resulted in them kicking, I think, 2 goals for the quarter. And I think once we got to that 10-minute mark, 12-minute mark, our boys started to adjust to the conditions, and we started then, probably late in the quarter, hit the scoreboard ourselves with 3 goals, and went in at quarter time, up over the quarter. But no, it was a good contest early on by both teams.
Yeah, it's always hard to pick out absolute standout players in the 103-point win, but what I noticed was Nino had a very good game today, as did Max Keith, kicking 5 goals, and also plenty of other players that I could mention. But yeah, what were your thoughts on those 2 players in particular?
I agree. I thought Nino was terrific on the wing. He gave us run all day, and also in the air as well as on the ground, and was able to hit the scoreboard pressure as well. Maxie Keith, he's a good young lad. He's a bottom age player who popped up today. He's a goal sneak, and he loves kicking a goal, and to his credit, got on the end of, I think it was 5 or 6 goals he kicked for the day. And big Nathan Viotto, I thought, was really good, our centre half forward, number 18, and I thought his presence all day gave us a really good target, and his work rate was fantastic.
Yeah, I agree about Nathan. He also had a ripping game today. The lessons learned from last week, I suppose, losing as you did against St Mary's, were you boys able to implement what you lost in last week's game into this one?
Yeah, a couple of key areas we wanted today to focus on was the clearances. So we got beaten by Camberwell last week, and today was one thing I wanted to tick off at the end of the day. Camberwell beat us today in the first quarter in that area of the game, but to our boys' credit, they started to get on top in the middle, and I think we came out on top over the day in that area. The other one was scoreboard pressure. I wanted us to get some reward for our inside 50s, which today we did. We kicked more goals and points, which was positive, and our ball use was a lot better coming into our forward line. And the other thing was really to enjoy themselves today, and the boys played a good brand of football, and it was a good day out.
Yeah. Well done today. Always nice to have a very big win. So I suppose enjoy the week, and good luck for whatever lies ahead of you, Paul.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you. That's Dom here signing off here at Bulleen Park. Thanks for joining us. We will see you all next time.
This has been another Complete Sports Management production.